Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Creativity with Jennifer. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here this morning to have a cup of coffee and a card with you prior to going to work. I'm going to give everybody a second to get on. I know I am behind, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get any viewers. I do apologize for that. But there are some mornings, my light is just off today. I don't know what's going on with that. But there is just some mornings that you just run behind schedule, and today must be one of those days because I am truly behind schedule. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot. I'm going to be featuring More Than Autumn today. This is our kit, or not our kit. This is the stamp set that we will be using for our craft along. There is still time for you to get in. If you place your do your registration today by 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you will still be able to get the Craft Along kits mailed to you in time for Craft Along, which is November 24th. So if you are interested in Craft Along, today is the absolute deadline in order to secure that you would get it prior to Craft Along on November 24th. I hope you get it because I would love to craft with you. And even if you do not get it, you can always watch me on Facebook. And then, of course, I will be posting on YouTube following the Facebook Live. So come on and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are doing peppermint and more and getting in the spirit of the holiday season that is coming up. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my studio as I come live to you from Lexington, South Carolina. I am just getting everything set up so I can see comments once I flip my camera. If you by chance like my videos, please share, like, and follow, as that does help my business grow, and I would love to share my passion of paper crafting with others. So, also if you're on my YouTube channel and you are not already following me, if you'll go to the top right hand corner and click that bell and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate that as well. All right, we're going to flip the camera and we are going to dive right in because I got to dash out the door just like you probably. So I'm going to get a sip of coffee. I got my peppermint mocha coffee creamer going on, so that is going right along with our projects today. All right, so the two cards that I am doing this morning are not included in the craft along. This is just giving you another idea of ways to use the bundle. And craft along, we will do 5 projects, but they're totally different from what we're doing today. So I just wanted you to know that I am not already sharing those projects, but we will get those done on November 24th, as well as also Creativity Club. We will be featuring the little Ginger Man Bundle. If you are interested in Creativity Club, make sure you click that link in this video as well. And if you're not already on my email list, join that email list because that is how you get notifications of all upcoming events and a couple of surprises here and there. All right, we're flipping our camera around and let's get started. All right, let's get this down just a little bit. Got it a little high. All right, so our 2 projects today, here is project 1. And I'm going to zoom down in 1 second, so just give me a second here. And here is project 2. Now let me get this zoomed in. Make sure that's going to be good by the time, oh yeah, there we go. Awesome. All right, so these are the 2 cards that we're doing today. Again, these are not included in the craft along, but this is 2 ideas that you can use for this project. All right, so I am featuring More Than Autumn bundle. And this is a fall bundle. You got your pumpkin spices, your hot cocos, your your pumpkin pies, your donuts, your apples, all those types of things in here. So it is a variety of sentiments for this bundle. But we are doing the peppermint and the hot cocoa. So we are going to get started in our project today. We are going to go with this one first. All right. Let's just dive into that one. The designer series paper that I am using is the traditional, oh goodness, what's it called? It is also in my Sunday Live that we did. It is called, oh goodness. It is called Traditions of Christmas 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series Paper. All right. So, and then I have crumb cake. Goodness gracious. I have cherry cobbler cardstock. Let's go ahead and pull out the pieces so I can share with you the pieces. So we have a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we have our basic white cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4. We have our designer series paper from the Tradition Christmas 12 by 12 designer series paper. This is 5 3 3/4. Then I have a piece of basic white cardstock that I cut out of the stylish shape dies, and I used the square there. We have another strip of the designer series paper, and this one is cut at 3 3/4 by 2. All right. And then we have scrap paper to do our stamping on. All right. So let's go ahead and get our other pieces out so we can get started with our stamping. And then we will pull it all together. This is not going to take very long at all. I am using the light smoky slate stamping blend. I will be using the pecan pie light stamping blend. And I will also be using the dark cherry cobbler blend for this set. And I am using the black momentum ink as well as the cherry cobbler ink. All right, so we're going to stamp the cup. We got the candy cane. And we have our little gingerbread man. We have our marshmallows. And then, of course, we have our sentiments. So I'll come back to that in a second. So I'm going to take the cup and I'm going to stamp it into the black momentum. And I'm going to just stamp it at the bottom of the basic white cardstock. Going to stamp our candy cane. And we need to stamp 2 of the candy canes. We're going to stamp our little marshmallows. And then we've got to stamp our little gingerbread. Okay. So there is that. Now we're going to do our coloring. We're going to take our blend and we're going to color our little gingerbread man. All right. Easy peasy there. Again, this is the bundle that will be used during the craft along on November 24th. We will be doing 5 projects. I will prep everything for you and ship you the kit. It is $39 for this class, so if you are interested, today is the deadline. Make sure you click that link in this video and get your copy. Your kit sent directly to you, because this is going to be a really, really fun class as we are getting ready for the season to kick off. All right, now we're going to just kind of run this down, kind of giving it a good shade color here. We're going to do it that way. We're going to... All right, and then we don't do anything with the marshmallows. We are good to go with this. Now, I've got to step away 2 seconds to do my die cut, because I did not... I need to invest in the mini die cut machine so I can actually stay in the camera and do this. But with the big one, it's just hard to do it under the camera. So give me 1 second as I run these through. And I will bring this over to the camera and show you what I have done in 1 second. I was going to do this prior, but I kind of wanted y'all to see the process. So when you run it through the die machine, you have these plates. And you take it off, and then your images fit directly on top of them. Uh-oh. Didn't put that down far enough. Oh, goodness. Let's see if I can cut this out. Because for some reason, I guess I didn't run my die across there. There we go. All right. So there's the candy cane, the gingerbread, the marshmallows, and the cup. Now, I've got to run it back through one more time to cut the second candy cane out. So I'll be right back, guys. Let's do this one more time to get this other candy cane. Because who likes cocoa and candy cane? I tried it last year for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't know if I would or not, but I love it. So I am getting the coffee creamer for cocoa and peppermint cocoa coffee creamer, and it is fabulous. All right, let me put those over here. Now, let's move this out of the way. Let's get our square. Put this right here. All right, so now we're ready to start assembling our project. So we're going to take our adhesive, and we are going to go ahead and put that onto our card base. Just like that. I am taking the adhesive and I am just running it across the back there. And we're going to do the same thing, except I want to tuck it under just a little bit. So we're going to take this and lift it up. All right, come on, there we go. And now we're going to just kind of put that straight down on there. We've got our little peppermints, and I'm going to put the adhesive straight on to the bottom of the candy cane. And, of course, everything's wanting to seal on me today. We're going to stick that down, and we're going to do the same thing with the other candy cane. I'm only going to put the adhesive on the bottom. And that way, it's not so stuck. Now, get that off of the table so it don't... Oh, goodness. I just dropped, there he is. I just dropped the little ginger man. Hold on. He's so tiny. All right, so now what I did is I took a piece of the scrap designer series paper, and I just kind of cut a piece to go onto my cup. And I shouldn't have glued the cup down yet because this should have went on first. But since we've cut it, since we've already did that, we're going to have to do it this way. So I will have to judge. Oh gosh, look how close that is. That's pretty good right there. All right, we're going to trim it down just a little bit so it's not so tall. All right, now we're going to put adhesive on the back of it. Okay, and then this is going to go straight onto the cup. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to take our little ginger man. We're going to put adhesive on the back of it. And then the ginger is going to go straight onto there. Just like that. Isn't that cute, guys? I hope you're enjoying this. All right, now we're going to stamp our sentiment that says, "You had me at hot cocoa." I just think that's so cute. We're going to stamp that in cherry cobbler, and then we're going to just cut it out. All right, I'm going to tap it into our cherry cobbler. We're going to take this and stamp it straight onto our basic white cardstock. And then we're going to take our snips. And we are going to just cut around our message. There's probably a die that you could use if you did not want to do it this way. But I had church last night, so I was not able to really play around in the room. So we're going to just take this and cut it around and do it just like that. And then we're going to just put our adhesive on the back side. And then we're going to stick this straight onto our card. Just like that. All right. Now we are going to assemble the project. We're going to close this up so we don't get that everywhere. We are going to take our cherry cobbler card base, fold it over. We're going to take our bone folder and run it across the top, or the fold, to make it solid. We've got our basic white and our designer paper. We're going to attach the two of them together, and then we're going to adhere it to the card base itself. So we're going to do it this way. And then we're going to take our other strip and put straight in the center of this. And this is going to go straight across here. Now we're going to take this and put it onto the card base. But what I want to do is I don't want to put it directly down. I want to use my dimensionals. On this one, on the sample, I did not use dimensionals, but on this one, I want to see the difference and see which one I like best. I think I know which one I'm going to like best, just because y'all know I am a dimensional gal. We're going to take this. All right, guys, don't forget, today by 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, please put your order in to get this kit for our craft along, because this bundle is the bundle that we will be doing, and we will be making 5 different cards. And I cannot wait to craft with you. So if you're interested, grab that kit today by 11 a.m. or you're going to miss out. But you can still come and watch me on November 24th. I will be live at 7 p.m. on the Facebook group here, and then I will post it over on my YouTube channel. All right, so there is that, and I do like it with the lift up. We're going to take our cup here, and we're going to put our adhesive on the back side of it. And I added a twist here. I didn't put it on straight. So there is that. Then what I am going to be doing is taking our, oh shucks, what did I do with it? Oh, here we go. I took our real red and white baker twine, and I did a bow. So for this one, I'm going to do a double bow, just because I love double bows with our baker twine. I don't know about you, but I love double bows. All right, come on. I don't want to pull too much off, but I got to make sure I leave enough for my bow. All right, let's try it right there. And in the kit, you will get a whole spool of the red and white. That will come in your kit. You will get the whole thing. So it's a great deal for $39. You get 5 projects shipped to your door with a written tutorial, step-by-step instructions, all of that fun things that go along with paper crafting. So grab your kit. And then, like I said, Creativity Club, we're using the Gingerbread Man, and that's going to be another cutie that you're not going to want to miss. All right. Then we're going to put these on with a glue dot. So I'm going to kind of roll this up just a little bit. And then it goes straight where the knot is in the bow. And that way when you put it onto your card, it don't go everywhere. All right, there we go. There's that one. That is card number 1. Let's do our embellishments. All right, so the embellishments that I am using are the peppermint embellishments. These are so stinking cute, guys. This is another thing you will get in the packet is the embellishment. So you will get a strip of these for your projects. We're going to put one there, and then we're going to take this little mini and we're going to stick it right there. All right, there is card number 1. Okay, now let's go over to card number 2. And here is card number 2. So we're going to walk you through the process of this one as well. So for this one, we have a piece of our basic beige. It is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and it is scored at 5 1/2. So we're going to take it and fold it at the crease and run our bone folder across there. So that is your base. Then you have another piece of the basic beige that is 5 1/4 by 4. That's going to be one of our layers. Then we have a strip of the Christmas Tradition Designer Series paper. And this is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. All right. And then we have a cherry cobbler circle cut out of the stylish dies. And then I've got a piece of basic white cardstock to do our stamping and our cutting with on it. All right, so we are going to go ahead. Let's assemble this real quick. We're going to put this piece of designer paper straight onto our layered piece of basic beige. We have our circle that we are going to use dimensionals on the back side of it. And we're going to put that there. And we're going to go ahead and tack it down to the card. And this is going to go right here. All right. Now, we are going to do our stamping again. We need our little donut. We've got to have our fluffy cream for the top. And on this one, I am going to be using the Ivory Stampin' Blend and the Old Olive Light Stamping Blend. And then Pecan Pie is one of the other ones that I will be using. All right. And the cherry cobbler. All right, so let's get our stamping done so we can get our coloring done so I can go cut real quick. All right, so we got our black momentum. We're going to take our donut, and I need to cut 2 of our donuts. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1 here. And then I'm going to do 1 there. The little gingerbread man, we're going to put him right there. The white, fluffy, creamy that goes on the top, we're going to put it right there. Okay, candy cane. Put it there. And then, where's my coffee cup? Here's the cup. Okay, and we're going to stamp the cup right there. All right, so let's get this colored in real quick. I find it easier to cut color before you do all your cutting. So we're going to blend this in with the Ivory Stampin' Blend. And if you've never used our blends, on one end it is a brush tip and the other end is a fine point for the smaller items. All right, so for our donut, I am thinking, I don't too much eat donuts, but I know they've got the sprinkled donuts, so that's what I'm thinking here. So we got 2 donuts that's got some sprinkles on it. And this is going to be like that peppermint bark is what I'm thinking, because it is that time of the season to start with our Christmas drinks. I know Starbucks has already got them out. I don't go to Starbucks very often, but I do know I've seen the commercials where they've got their Christmas holiday drinks already out. So I'm just taking the sprinkles now, and we are sprinkling some green sprinkles on there. All right, we're going to take our cherry cobbler and do our candy cane stripes. So I'm doing every other one. Okay, perfect. And last but least is our little ginger man. All right. Now, let me run to the die cut machine real quick. In the meantime, that is the project we are currently working on. So let me get these cut out. And sometimes I try to do this ahead of time, but I wanted you to see the process today. But of course, I didn't know I was going to be running behind. So I think time-wise, I'm still going to be okay. And I appreciate y'all being here, being patient with me as we try to do these coffee and card videos in the mornings. I hope it makes your Wednesday brighter that we do these. I know it does brighten my day when I get to come up here and craft with y'all in the mornings prior to going to work. I do enjoy it. I love being in my studio at any time that I get. Because as you know, I do have a very busy life with grandchildren and children and hubby and work and all that fun stuff. So, I just learned to juggle, right? All right, so there is our pieces that we're working on there. One more little donut here. We've got to cut the second donut out. Let me line it up. All right. Here's our donut. Now, all right, so let's go ahead and start putting our stuff together. We are going to put our pieces on here with dimensionals, so let's do that real quick. I know our time is up, but we are almost finished, guys. If you can give me 5 more minutes, we will be on our way. So I guess I did pretty good. And keeping us on track and not running over too bad. Let's go ahead and pick off the backs. And again, I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed Wednesday as you are starting out today. Keep in mind, Craft Along deadline is today by 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want the Craft Along kit, make sure you click that link in this video, because I have to place orders today in order to get the kits in time for you guys to have them. So we're going to just assemble our card at the moment here. And I would love for you to come join us for Craft Along. It is so much fun to craft with the kit as I am crafting along. And if you've never tried it, give it a try. See how you like it. I think you would really enjoy having the kit, having the prep work done for you, all the thinking's done for you, the designing. It's going to be a lot of fun. You do not want to miss. And then we've got some other fun things. And then, of course, the week of Thanksgiving is coming right around the corner. And I will be taking a little time off to spend with my family during that time. I'll take 2 days, I think it is. I have to look at my schedule as to what I put down. But I know I've got a couple of days that I will be with family, because that is the time that we do all of our holiday decorating. If it don't get done sooner, my grandkids is trying to work on me here, and my hubby trying to get Christmas out sooner. All right, so then I am stamping the sentiment that says nothing better than peppermint. All right, and then we're going to, because I don't trust my cutting to be straight, we're going to take our paper trimmer and run this through the paper trimmer to get us our tag for our sentiment here. And we're going to do it there. See, that right there is just so much better. so much better. All right, so let's take our card base here. We got to put our label on with our dimensionals really quick. And then the only other thing I've got going on other than Craft Along and Club is the Advent event that me and 2 other demonstrators are doing. That registration is going on. Make sure you look at that email, and if you're not sure what I'm talking about, let me know and I will make sure you get that information. But I have tagged up with 2 other demonstrators to do a Advent calendar countdown to Christmas in the month of December. These projects will not be Christmas related. They are some of our new product that is being released through the online exclusives, and it's going to be fun. You don't want to miss that either. So what better way to have some downtime during the crazy busy season of December to do a little crafting a day as a countdown and a stress reliever. We do all the work. You will get 12 projects. There will be 12 videos for that. And it's going to be lots of fun. So come join us for that. All right. So we're going to put this straight on here. And voila. And then we're going to do our final touch and put our little candy cane on here. I love these little candy canes. And let's do a little one right there. All right, there are our 2 projects. I hope you enjoyed those. Let's clean our desk here and get all this off. And that way I can show you the projects without being distracted with all the goodie supplies. All right. And again, I hope you enjoyed the projects that I did. And if you do, please share them on your Facebook pages, YouTube channels, subscribe and like these projects. These are the 2 that we did today. And share my video, like my video, follow me on Facebook or YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, we got to run. I had a wonderful time with you this morning. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed Wednesday and the rest of your week. And I will be live again on Friday for a Fun Full Friday. Stay tuned on the time because I've got to go set up for a craft fair and I'm not quite sure my timing, but I will post my time in a timely manner so you will know to come and join me. But I will be live on Friday for a Fun Full Friday. All right, guys, thank you so much. And don't forget to click the link to join me for Craft Along. See you then.